What's up, everybody? How's it going? Let me know if you can hear me correct and everything. Gonna be looking at the moon tonight. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're gonna be looking at some clouds just rolled in, so we're gonna wait. But we'll see how it goes in a minute once these clouds get out the way. Shit's supposed to clear up in a minute. Hey, everybody. Gonna double check everything. Might be a minute though, the clouds are quite heavy, so we're just gonna play it by ear. Yeah, right now we're looking at some clouds. I have the telescope lined up and everything, but some clouds rolled in. So it might be a minute, but if you have any questions or anything, let me know. Good. How's everybody doing? I don't know. These clouds just came out of nowhere. I was just getting ready to set everything, and so I was just getting ready to set up, and I aligned the moon, and aligned to the moon. Oh, actually, we might be able to take a look at Venus. You guys want to see Venus right now? I can actually see it in the distance over there. We might be able to, if we can do maybe this. Let's see. Yep, I'm actually looking at it right now with my eye. See if this works. Of course, the clouds part right when I go to Venus. But let's see if we can see anything pointing at Venus. Let's go. Might have to adjust to find it. I'm not sure. Is it? Let's see. Motor. Okay. So that's the tree line. Bear with me here. Oh, look what I just found. Look at that. That's Venus. You can actually see the crescent phase. I think it's a gibbous phase it's in right now. Look at that. That is so cool. Look at that. That is awesome. Look at that. You can see the phase of Venus. So Venus and Mercury go through phases like our because of just how we see it from Earth. So it's pretty cool to see. Look at that. Oh, and the moon just came into view as well. It's sitting right in between like a patch of clouds. It looks so cool right now. If you're able to, I'd go out and look at that right now. Oh my gosh, Emma Sneed? Dude, that's so cool. I went live for the first time. I'm showing off Venus right now with the telescope. And then I'm gonna go look at the moon. So we're just probably done with Venus right now. We can go back to the moon. If we go back, zoom out, see what the moon has to offer tonight. Emma Sneed, go look at the moon. It looks really awesome right now. All right, back to the moon. Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that. Is that not insane? Let's go, Emma. Emma's locked in. Look how cool that looks tonight, guys. That is sick. Just gonna test to see if the live is working on my computer. Sick. Just gonna test to see if the live is working on my computer. Oh, quality looks amazing. That's perfect. Love to see it. Look at that. Wait, I want to see if we can zoom in. All right, bear with me. We might be able to zoom in on the moon here in a second. Yeah, we're gonna zoom in on the craters here in just a second. I'm gonna pull it up on my computer so I can see how that works. Look at that. Oh, we got 12 people in here. All right, you guys ready to zoom in on the moon? Holy. Look at that. Oh, okay, so it does zoom in. Okay, that's perfect. Look at that. All right, the clouds might come in a second, but we'll be back with more after they part. But look at that. Look at the Terminator line. So it's called the Terminator line because it's kind of where the light from the sun stops hitting the moon, right? So it's the part of the moon where the craters are the most sharp and you can see the most shadows. So it's pretty cool. Look at that. You can see Copernicus, Plato, Aristarchus, all the cool craters. Look at that. That is awesome. And there's the clouds coming in. Oh no. Yeah, it's a pretty crisp view. The telescope I'm using right now, it's the Celestron C6. I gotta make some videos on it because Celestron actually sent this to me to use to show off to you guys, which is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna make some videos on this in the future, but you can see all the clouds covering the moon right now, which is kind of crazy to look at. I think that looks pretty cool. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Whoa, look at, are there people on the moon? Not yet. There will be, what, 2027? No, 28 maybe, I think. Whenever Artemis 4 launches, I think. I wish I could move the clouds, Emma. I wish I could. It looks kind of crazy with I'm looking at it right now, and that cloud that just covered the moon, it looks like really crazy. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, the front of the cloud is dark, and then the outer part of it's like super bright, which is cool to look at. Saturn is gonna rise at around, I think it's like 12 in the morning for me. I can double check, but it'll be in a couple hours. I can do Saturn. I can do a live stream of Saturn in like a month when it's in the evening sky. Then it'll be super cool to look at the rings and everything. But right now, at the moment, it's below the horizon, so we can't look at it just yet. I was just looking at Venus a couple minutes ago with everybody, and that was pretty cool. We got to see the phase that it was in, which is neat. Cool. I don't know. Oh, 4 telescopes. Jeez, creeping up to where I'm at. Okay. So 250. Is that? Oh, so is that a 10-inch? Okay, so that's the 10-inch. Awesome. I bet you get some. And the C-Star S50. Yeah, I have a S30 Pro myself, which is pretty interesting. And they're also releasing the S50 Pro. They announced that today, which is very awesome. They will be dropping that on August 25th. You can barely see the clouds coming. Oh, look at that. There's the moon coming back, everybody. Holy moly, look at that. So sadly, no Saturn tonight. But yeah, the partial eclipse is gonna look super cool. I might have to travel for that. I'm not sure. I'm gonna hopefully get a super good image of that. Hopefully. But yeah, moon's coming back. everybody. Look how cool. I have the 11-inch Celestron makes. It's not a Dobsonian, but it's the SCT. So the views on those are just anything pretty much 10 and above is the, that cloud is gone. We can zoom back at. Holy moly. Isn't that awesome? What would be really cool if like a plane came, because I think right now for me the moon is in a like a flight zone kind of. I mean, so we might have a chance to see a plane fly in front of the moon tonight, which would be insane. Hey, what's going on? Is that Javier? I don't want to mispronounce it, but stream is buffering a bit. Let me turn my Wi-Fi off. That helps now that I'm just using data and stuff. Yeah, so as you can see, the part of the moon that's getting the direct sunlight, which is like this part that I'm in right now, it's getting direct sunlight. So the sunlight is shining directly down into the craters. But then as we approach the edge here, it's called the terminator line, all those craters become visible, and you can see the detail is just so crisp. Thanks for subscribing, man. This is, David, this is a Celestron 6 SE. I'm going to be making a couple videos on this. This is the telescope I use for all of my... I use this as a travel scope pretty much. So I take this with me when I go to see the lunar eclipses and fun events like that. It fits... I do well with it on planes, so... It looks... Look at that. Yeah, for a 6-inch scope, this is probably my favorite. This is one of the... I use this scope for all my full moons, and if I really need to just do like a quick lunar image, and I just want to get out there before the clouds roll in, then I'll use this scope, so it's pretty awesome to use. Yeah, I'll be making a couple videos. This is the scope I'll be taking with me to image the lunar eclipse in a couple days. It'll be happening in 7 days, I think, so about a week is the partial lunar eclipse. I hope to take it in this exact scope, actually, and might do a live stream with it and show you guys the views of the lunar eclipse, which would be awesome. Okay, just trying to figure out how all this stuff works. So I have top fans. Would you look at that? Okay, first time live streaming on YouTube, by the way. So bear with me. Yeah, no worries. I might do a live since at the moment I have 2 6-inches, so I might be able to use one. I might be able to use one to do a live stream, and then might be able to use the other to actually take the images, which would be hopefully very nice. Let me see if I can hook up. That'd probably take too much. Oh, that's cool. YouTube auto-translated that. Mars, let me see. Where is Mars? Let me load up Stellarium. I wonder if I can swipe out of the app. Would that end the live stream? Did that end the live stream? I'm not sure. Let me Google it. If I exit the YouTube app while live. I'm not trying to end the live here. If you're broadcasting a live stream for your mobile phone using the YouTube app, closing... Oh, okay, yeah, so it will stop the live stream. Okay, let me look where Mars is on my computer. Hold on. Where is Mars? Right there in the sky. Ooh, okay, so Mars will rise at 2 a.m. So sadly, we can't look at Mars right now. The only targets, pretty much the only solar system target right now that we're able to see. I can't do any deep sky really because the light pollution here. But right now, all we have tonight is the moon. But right now, it's looking really nice. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, are you talking about the lunar eclipse, Glory's astronomy? Yeah, sadly no Mars tonight. I can do star. Yeah, I can point my telescope at some stars if there's a patch of sky available. Right now the moon is, I don't want to say the only thing that's available to look at because I do have some clouds around me. But if it opens up, I'll take requests to look at pretty much anything with this telescope. Yeah. I think there's, maybe if the Big Dipper clears up, we can look at the Big Dipper's double star systems, which will be pretty cool. I mean, just look at that. Okay, let's zoom into some craters here. Okay, so that one, oh boy. That one right there, that one that we're looking at right there, that's right on the edge of the Terminator, that is called Copernicus, obviously named after Copernicus. It's one of the bigger craters on the moon. You could see it probably with your naked eye if you look close enough. Or if you have like good eyesight, I guess. But during a full moon, it's very bright and very visible. Let's see. We go down a little bit. That one, that's kind of like, hold up. That one right there, that's kind of in the middle of the screen. That crater is called Tycho, and that's also known as, like, people call it the belly button on the moon. That one has the huge eject rays near the bottom of the moon, and you can see them. It's like one of the most famous parts on the moon. They call it the belly button, which is neat. So that's really cool. It's a super bright crater. You can see it with your eyes when it's like a full moon or like when it's visible, which is pretty neat. We keep rolling along. That's the mountain range on the moon, so that's insane. Just a mountain range chilling there on the moon. Oh, I know who just said hi. What's up? What's up, Mom? What else do we got? Got the Plato crater, named after Plato, the goat. Oh, crap. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Mario, what's up, man? As a second telescope, so right now I'm using the C6, so take that of what you will. What's the scope that you currently use? I feel like the moon's pretty cool, but it might just be me. Let's see. What can we look at tonight? I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. Pretty much everything. Let me stand up and look here. So everything to my north is pretty much clouded, and the only gap I have in the clouds right now is pretty much at the moon. So we're gonna enjoy the moon for a little bit. But like I was saying, once the clouds clear up, we might be able to take a look at some star systems and maybe some cool things like that. So it's supposed to clear up later in the night, but we'll see. So what do these buttons do? Oh, I can play a game with y'all. What? Okay, I see. But yeah, back to that question. If you have a, I think a C8 is a very, very good upgrade. It's right in between the C6 and then obviously the C11. The C11 is pretty much like a very, very high rated, high end professional piece of equipment. And then the C6 is what I'm using right now. It's, I don't want to say beginner, but it's a very intermediate one. So if you're looking for like a challenge or just something to like grow on, the C8 would be a perfect telescope for you. Yeah. Chat's dropping the hearts. I see that. Look how cool that looks tonight. Feel free to grab a screenshot of that. I know a lot of people do that with live streams and stuff. So we'll get it right there. Grab a screenshot of the moon and have the moon from August 21st, 2026 as your background. It's a 60 millimeter f15 refractor. I still don't understand how it has worked. Although I know go to use EQ mode. I know. Yeah, the C8 is a very good telescope. It's like, I mean, it'll bring you amazing views. Like, I mean, this is, like I was saying, we're using the 6-inch right now. So another 2 inches of aperture will bring you nice views of the moon, planets. And then if you want, you can hook it up to a EQ mount, like you were saying, and then track and use the, and you can hook it up to an EQ mount and then maybe possibly even do some deep sky. SCTs are very, they're very, I don't want to say frowned upon for using deep sky, but they give very good deep sky results. So, yeah. What's up, Astronova? What's up, Bobo Astro? The next full moon is going to be on Thursday, and then it'll be, that is also the day of the 96% lunar eclipse. If you want, you can Google the map to, if you're in the path to view it. But that'll be on Thursday, and it'll also be a lunar eclipse, which is pretty freaking cool. And I will be hopefully getting a super detailed image of that. I really want to push my colors in this image like I did in my 2025 eclipse. So hopefully I'm going to get something, a very, very promising result. I'm using the 6-inch or the Celestron 6 SE for this stream tonight. Can you make a live? Yeah, I was just saying, that's what I was saying earlier. I do want to do a live stream of the blood moon. I'm borrowing a friend's 6-inch SET. So at the moment I have 2. So I would like to possibly hook one up for a live stream and then use one to actually image the eclipse. So that should be nice. Okay, so 20% rising and then 90, yeah, okay, 10 p.m. 96. So you must live west? Yeah, you must live west to me for that. Yeah, so that's really cool. Luckily, hopefully I don't have to drive too far to be in clear skies, or if I have to drive at all, it'd be nice if I can just stay home. Is it gonna hit Brazil? I can check for you actually. If you would just want to wait for a second, I can check. 2020. Oh yeah. All right, Brazil. I don't believe so, but I could be. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah. So it will be visible in It'll be visible in Brazil. It'll actually be visible in the entire all of South Africa. Okay, Northern California. Oh, that's cool. I was in California actually for the lunar eclipse in March. Yes, March 2026. So that's pretty awesome. This telescope is the Celestron 6 SE that we're using tonight. So yeah, you will in Brazil. You will 100% get to see the entire eclipse from start to finish. So just try and find some clear skies, and you'll be able to watch the moon dip into Earth's shadow for a couple hours, which is always fun. I mean, it's not a solar eclipse, but it's always fun to watch something like that happen. So I suggest going to look at it. You do gotta stay up late though. Those eclipses last from like, depending on where you live, it'll be like, I don't know, 1 to 5 in the morning. They last pretty long time in the like midnight hours, I guess you could say. So let me see if I can pull up like. Yeah, stacking. How do you think I'm a very? Northern Pacific of Mexico. Okay. So, okay, that's not bad. I'm sure the seeing there is pretty nice. So if you have a good telescope, there'll be good views there. I don't doubt that. Yeah, the March one was amazing. I'm pretty happy with the results I got from that one. Oh, a satellite just flew like a couple degrees from the moon. That was cool to watch. Yeah. With the 10-inch, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so far on this live, we've had 88 chats, 14 reactions, and 240 views. So that's pretty neat. You got a lot of people coming in here, checking out the moon. Let me check to see if the sky is clearing anywhere else. It is not. There are clouds pretty much all around me except for the moon, which is interesting. That is what it is. Stay on the moon for a little minute. I could have used that opportunity to catch some deer. So, yeah, eclipses are either lunar and solar. Both eclipses are really interesting to watch visually, and then solar eclipse is like I mean, can't even describe it kind of thing. So the dark patches on the moon, like these sections right here that are pretty much touching, those are called ocean seas. So it's where like huge craters have hit and then pretty much liquefied the surface of the moon, and then there were like lava flowing in there, and then the lava hardened and cooled, so it looks really flat and it gives off those super cool colors. So if I were to take a picture right now and boost the saturation on this image, the one that kind of looks brownish on the bottom right there, yeah, they're mare or seas. As mare is more like the technical term, but if we're just going off casual, I guess you could say they're called the oceans or seas. And that one off to the bottom right there, when you boost the saturation, it's like very rich in iron. And then the one to the left is rich in titanium, which is pretty interesting to know. And if you search up like mineral moon, or you go to my Instagram and see the photos with the mineral colors exposed on the moon, you can see all the cool minerals that are hiding in the moon, which is pretty neat. Any stars visible? There are a couple. Like I was saying, there aren't a lot because I do have pretty much clouds surrounding me everywhere but the moon right now. So it's pretty unfortunate. Oh, a bird just flew in front of the moon. Did you see that? That was pretty neat. 2045 is 2045 is probably going to be the best one. I might try. I know I'm going to Egypt for the next year's one, and then there's one in Australia in 2028 that would be pretty neat to go to. But I always said I'm not going to go to Australia because I don't like the bugs there. But if there's a solar eclipse there, who knows? Might have to change the plans. Paraguay. Whoa, that's so cool. Greetings, man. What's up? How's it going? I think I said that country correct, right? Paraguay. Let me see. How do I say hello in Paraguay? How do I say hello? Paraguay. Paraguay. Okay, so y'all speak Spanish there. Hola, Saturno Nezo. Oh, the birds keep flying in front of the moon. Do you guys see that? It's pretty interesting. There's a plane about to land. That is just such a good view right there. Look at the plane flying overhead. Now, said it was supposed to clear up. I don't know. These clouds on top of me don't seem to be moving. Hey, what's going on? Azalea likes 747s. Oh, okay. Took me a minute to understand your name there, but I got it. This telescope. It took me like 5 minutes to set this telescope up, and it is tracking flawlessly right now, which is, I guess, can't beat that. Bro, this is morning. Well, good morning to you. Good thing of a decent night tonight. Yeah, tonight's a good night to get some imaging if you got some clear skies. The moon isn't quite bright as a full moon, but it is still like 50, maybe, no, that's more like 60% maybe. So it is a good night to go out and look at the moon and all the fun deep sky targets while the moon isn't fully bright. Trying to look at the analytics on our live stream here. Customization. Isn't it like? Oh yeah, I was looking at the weather the other day for California, because I was like, oh hey, it's where we were for the eclipse. Isn't it like in the hundreds there, like 115 there? I'm sure the atmosphere is like really wobbly. Seeing conditions are probably the worst part of the night. Yeah. Live reactions. Hey, Raylick, edit, what's going on? It was 97 today. Ooh, average day, 97, that's insane. Only 97? Holy. That is pretty toasty, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Look at that. That is such a cool view right there, viewing the mountains on the moon. Seeing all that stuff is just so cool. 97's pretty hot though, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let me go see if there's anything else in the sky that we can point to right now. Let's see. Hold on, let me go shut this light off. Okay, where should we go tonight? See, the thing is, without having my stellarium open on my phone, it's going to be difficult. Oh, hey, sadly we can't do Saturn tonight. Saturn rises in a couple hours, and then it'll be another couple hours before it's visible for my house. I might be up in the morning for Saturn if the skies allow me, but I have only gotten Saturn maybe a couple. Oh, what happened to that message? Did they delete it? I don't know. Anyway, Camden, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, so Saturn is not visible yet, but it will be if. And like I was saying, I've only gotten one video of Saturn so far, or one image of Saturn so far this year. Oh, we got Camden and Camden in the live. That is crazy. 2 Camdens. Astro Camden. Do I know you, Astro Camden? Are you on Instagram? Wait, let me check. Sounds, I don't know if I'd say familiar, but let me check. So Saturn might be about a couple months. Not a couple months. It might be about a good month before Saturn. We're able to see Saturn in the evening, like when right after the sun sets. Heck yeah! What you gonna image tonight? So right now I'm just using my phone. So no astronomy camera. I just have it mounted with the Celestron phone mount. So it makes it easier for the live stream. So same thing with Mars. Saturn and Mars rise very, very late right now. So in about a month Mars will become. We're gonna approach Mars actually, and like relative to the solar system. We're going to have a very, very close approach to Mars in January of 2027. So Mars will appear about the same size in the sky as Saturn will. So that'll be a fun event. But right now, at the moment, they rise really late in the night for me. And you have to wake up really early in the morning to view them. So sadly, we can't view them at the moment. But we do have the moon right now, and we were looking at Venus a little bit earlier. And if these clouds clear up, I mean, we will be able to do maybe looking at some stars. But at the moment, right now, I missed whatever Camden just said. Yeah, Planetary. I use the Uranus cameras. Those are I have the Uranus M and Uranus C. Yeah, I think, yeah, it is about mid-February now that you mention it. It's around January, February, around that time it'll reach opposition. What's up, Toby? I think I missed some chats here. Camera. How much does the telescope cost? This telescope, I think, is it's the Celestron C. No, it's the Celestron 6 SE, and it is, I think, just over $1,000 for the whole setup. But it tracks the sky for you. It has a go-to system, so you just put in like your coordinates or put a line to a couple stars, and then you can press anywhere in the sky to go to. So yeah, anywhere in the sky, and it'll take you there, which is pretty neat. I need to figure out how to live stream on YouTube and Facebook at this, or not YouTube and Facebook, but YouTube and Instagram, because I really want to go live on Instagram as well. Oh, Chile, what is up? That is so cool. Oh, I appreciate that, Toby. Thanks for watching my videos. Okay, so the sky is starting to clear up. See some satellites flying over my house, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm getting more into deep sky with the sea stars. I do want to get into deep sky more, and then I plan on getting into. I now have a personal DSLR, so I plan on going out to some low Bortle skies and doing some Milky Way photography with. I don't know if you guys know J. Rice Astro. He's a very, very incredible Milky Way photographer, and him and I might go out, or I might join him in one of his Milky Way adventures, which would be very fun. It's always been something. I've never seen the Milky Way with my eyes before, which is something I really want to do. What's up, Olivia? I appreciate you guys joining the live tonight. Looking at the moon and everything. I appreciate that, Toby. Thanks for subscribing. 2 Camdens, isn't it crazy? If I were to switch over to a live on Instagram, would you guys be able to join that as well, or should I stay on YouTube for tonight and maybe do an Instagram another night? Because if I can get on Instagram, maybe get some. The only thing is, you actually have to be on Instagram to see the live. Like on YouTube, you can be scrolling on shorts and then come across my live. So it's a bit different. But there's them. Whoa. Oh, that must be the 0.5 camera. Okay. But yeah, I do want to get into more, like I was saying, Milky Way photography, and then I'm using the C-Star S30 Pro to get into deep space photography. As of recent, I've got about 4 hours on Andromeda right now, which is neat. Dang bugs. Is this your Instagram, Camden? Camden Astro? You do the deep space stuff, or am I completely not on the right one? Let me know. Dang, right after that sunset, the moon just like popped out, and it's just such a cool view. I got satellites flying over me right now. Dude, it's so cool. There's 1 satellite, there's 2 satellites. I only see 2 right now. Oh, 3 satellites. So awesome. Florin, how's it going? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's cool. Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. You should. I mean, I feel like everybody should put their work. I like to think of Instagram just as like a gallery where so you can just scroll through and see the pictures I take. It's very cool to even just have like a personal gallery. Even like, don't do it for the likes or anything. It's just cool to see what you can, like, all your pictures in one place kind of thing. Hey, Florin. What's up, Romania? Everybody from Romania. That is so cool. I got everybody in here. I think we had someone from Paraguay in here. We had Brazil, Romania, California, United States. That is so awesome. Everybody looking at the same sky. Romania is pretty awesome. I heard it's a very nice place. I think so. So many international viewers, which is awesome. Yeah, Astrobin, I don't, like, it's cool and all, it's just, I don't think the reach is there. I mean, I was saying don't do it for the likes, but it's cool. There's more people on, like, Instagram than there is Astrobin. Astrobin's kind of niche. You gotta, like, it's only astrophotographers on there. You can't really showcase your work to people outside Astro, if that makes sense. So it's always fun to post a gallery. I like to go through my Instagram and just be like, hey, here's my work. I just flip through the front page and it's all the images I take rather than having to, like, scroll through my camera roll. So it's pretty cool to do that. I cannot read English, only Portuguese. Sadly, I don't know a lot of Portuguese. We might. No, I don't think so. There's a plane flying overhead and it looked like it was about to transit the moon, but I think it might miss. How do you say hello in Portuguese? Oh, is it hola? Hola. I post astrophotography for approval and meet fellow space nerds. Yes, sir. Yeah, of course. Man, where's that plane going? That's cool. Yeah, I'd love to see you on the Instagram. That'd be pretty awesome. We've had 415 people come into the live. Whoa, we've had 530 reactions? Holy moly. That's a lot. Isn't that like a lot, guy? Holy moly. On your channel, you caught a plane. Oh, there's another plane coming in. Dang, that thing is zooming. It'd be so cool if we got a plane transit tonight. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it'd be really awesome. Astro Camden, let me check your channel. I was just looking at my analytics. I feel like 530 reactions, that was a lot. Another Brazilian fan. Celestial retailer from me is 1,000 miles. Oh, that's pretty far. Maybe they could ship it there, possibly. Hello is Buna. Oh, let me triple check that. We'll see. My images are quite good. I'm pretty impressed on what I could do with 4 scopes over 2 years. Yeah, that's. I'll check out your stuff. Do you have an Instagram, maybe? RSPT7. Yeah, this is actually a live of the moon right now. So this isn't an image. We can zoom in on the craters and see all sorts of stuff happening on the moon. That wobble you see right there is actually the atmosphere that's keeping us all together right now. It's wobbly and all the particles in the air and everything. So it's a live view of the moon right now. So it's just pretty awesome. Best time to see planets in front of the moon. Oh, planes. Yeah, yeah. I've noticed that. I want to get a good transit though. Like, I want to get one of these days. I want to get like a direct overhead transit or something like that. So it looks just so sick. Oh, I was gonna look at your channel. Astro. Sandy. I want to see that plane transit maybe. There we are. Oh, you got some. I see you got some content up there, man. That's pretty cool. Can't believe this happened. Oh. Dang it. I think I messed up. How do I... There we go. Okay. I'll check out your page, Glory, in 1 second. I'm trying to find this thing. Yeah, I'm watching the full moon, or not the full moon, the plane transit. Oh, it is a full moon. Oh, that's so sick. Dang, yeah, I want one like that, where it's just like, dang, or it's like covering the whole moon. Not the whole moon, but like the whole silhouette. You know what I mean? Taking up a lot more than it would on the horizon, you know? That's a really cool image. Okay, who is I? Glory's Astronomy. Yeah, let me take a look at that. Glory, Glory's Astronomy. Okay, yeah, so this is a live view of the moon right now, guys. I was checking out all the cool craters, and in a minute, skies actually seem to be clear. Oh, sky cleared up a lot. Hold on, we might be checking out some new stuff in a second. Okay, we're gonna look at Astro Glory right now. 2,000 subs. Okay. Oh yeah, that Orion is really nice. Look at that. Okay, Saturn, very good. Jupiter. Yeah, your planets are good, man. Yeah. That is so cool. Yep, colors on the moon looking good. Yeah, those are some awesome pictures, man. That's sick. Let's see, you gotta catch up on chat here. Patrick, what is it just your YouTube channel maybe? Oh, Mom, Poppy, heck yes. What is going on? You can reduce the brightness to see a better image. Yes. So bright. What's going on, Patrick? Yeah, so let me see if I can dabble with looking at something else other than the moon tonight. I mean, hey, that's an awesome view we got of the moon. Cannot lie. Oh, I know. I might be able to get some more data on the Andromeda Galaxy tonight, everybody. Once these clouds, like, roll out of here permanently. Oh, okay. We might, Titan's methane lakes. So the next start. Yeah, the 8-inch SE is amazing. Whoa, $6,000. That might be a bit expensive though. Yeah, I guess shipping it would be a little bit of a hassle. Lagoon, yes. Only thing is, let's see. What? Oh, I'm in a Bortle 5 though, so I don't know how visually appealing anything is gonna look here. Okay, what shall we look at?